Dolphin season's over with.
Yeah.
You're a free agent, and we got the playoffs. So I want to do this episode in a few different ways. The first is I want to be able to recap the Dolphin season. And then last but not least, you're not going to fuck around. Old caps off style, fill out some playoff brackets, the top teams in the playoffs, so 1 through 14, one sentence as to why we think this team could win the Super Bowl or could not. Like, this is a full fuck around episode.
Let's do it.
Welcome back to another episode of Caps Off. It is currently January 7th. Well, it's January 6th we're recording this, but it's currently January 7th when you're listening to this. It is officially the end of the NFL season. And with the end of the NFL season means that we have to kind of recap the NFL season and also be able to look to the playoffs. So now that it is playoffs time, kind of went silent for the last 2 weeks, spending time with the family, the holidays, and now we're right back. Now we're looking forward, moving ahead, and I had to bring in someone that I love and adore, someone that has just been so supportive and someone that I already did an episode with, but the fucking man. So Alexander Mattison, welcome back to Caps Off, man.
Thank you.
Hey, man.
I appreciate it.
You look good. No neck brace.
Yeah, we are free.
We're free.
I mean, last time I kind of faked that I was free. The
neck brace was behind the camera.
Was over there, but now I can actually be free.
Well, now there's more movement.
There's a little bit, there's a little. I still am, slow rolling it, but there's more movement. I'm man, God is good.
God is good. How were the holidays?
Good, really good.
Did you do anything special? Well, you also have a newborn. People that don't know this, you have a newborn.
Yes, I do. That's crazy. That's crazy. So we have a 2-month-old now, along with our 1-year-old and 3-year-old, and we have a fun household.
You have a crazy household.
Crazy. So what we did, the fun part about being a parent is like starting traditions and stuff like that. So our daughter, who's 3, she is aware of Santa now.
Yeah.
So it begins, right? So we
Santa Mattison? Is that what it was?
Well, to her it's just Santa. And I saw this video the other day that got me because they're like, the kids are like, oh my gosh, Santa got me this, Santa got me this. And the dad's just standing there like I got you.
Yeah. You want the recognition. You want the appreciation.
So for me, that's where it started. We baked cookies for Santa and left out some cookies and milk. Yeah. So the funniest thing happened. I took a big bite out of the cookie, of course. And she comes downstairs. She's like, he didn't eat the whole cookie.
You're sitting there you're looking at your wife.
I'm like, I thought we did this right. Took a big bite, drank all the milk, right? Santa, and then so we had to explain, Santa has a bunch of cookies to bite.
Yeah, he's got to eat the whole cookie. He can't get full very early on.
Yeah, so we'll see how next year goes if she remembers that. But it was fun.
How early on in the night did Santa come into the household? Because I think, and no spoilers. No spoilers on Santa if you're
don't
listening.
Watch this around your kids.
But I feel like growing up, it was there's. I've always wondered what time the parent
puts out everything,
comes down. When did you make the cookies? That the whole. Yeah. What is the behind the scenes of Santa?
Yeah,
this is your first year being Santa, really.
Yeah. So what we did though, we made cookies together, and we had hot chocolate cookies and watched
nice.
a movie before they went to bed. So then we just took, whatever cookies we had, we put some, I think we put 2 on a napkin. And before she went to bed, we helped. She was like, all right, come put the cookies down for Santa. And then take them up, put them to bed. Immediately after, I go get everything and put it under the tree.
Yeah, right away. I'm going to bed.
I don't even know if they were asleep yet, but we just went, put everything, set it up how we wanted to set it up. Yeah.
That's so nice. Is this... I guess this was your first real Christmas with you're having one of your children be able to be present for what's happening in a way, or no? Yeah. Would you say last year?
No, last year she had fun opening gifts. Right. She liked the process of opening the presents, and she wanted to rip open the paper and stuff. But this is the first year she understands.
That's nice.
Santa, Christmas,
the festivities around it. She's
she doesn't get the timing yet because in September Christmas was tomorrow.
Yeah, which is kind of exciting because that's getting in the holiday spirit early on.
Yeah, she was like, it's Christmas tomorrow. She said that maybe 4 times a month. And it's even though she knew oh, it's Halloween tomorrow, oh, it's Thanksgiving, but some point randomly throughout the week it was gonna be Christmas coming up. But it's so funny. But now I think she's in that stage where she understands like the holidays.
Right.
Like she likes Halloween. She picked out, okay, Daddy's gonna be a big pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a witch.
That's so cute.
Akil's gonna be Bones.
That's
and
so
so
cute.
like one day at dinner, she was saying all that. So we looked at each other. We're like, yep, we got to get these guys.
Yep, we got to actually take this one a little bit more seriously now that she's telling us to dress up.
I mean, even last year, she wanted us to be Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
So like she was Minnie, my wife was Minnie, I was Mickey.
That's so funny.
My brother. So she's like, Uncle Che was Goofy because he had a whole Goofy
She built
outfit
the whole house.
So she gets into it, and
awesome.
it's fun because like her imagination and like it's deep. Like when you become a parent and you start to see like your child's personality and stuff come out, that's the best part.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Very fun episode. I wanted to obviously have you back on just because you and I have talked outside of the actual podcast, but Dolphin season's over with.
Yeah.
You're a free agent, and we got the playoffs. So I want to do this episode in a few different ways. The first is I want to be able to recap very quickly the Dolphin season, just like some high level thoughts, some questions. I saw you were traveling a lot more with them, so like you were in the locker room a little bit more, talking through your free agency process, like what's next for Alexander Mattison, and then last but not least, you and I are going to fuck around old Caps Off style and fill out some playoff brackets. I ranked the top teams in the playoffs, so 1 through 14. I reseeded them if we wanted to do. I want us to pick, we're each going to do together pretender, contender, one sentence as to why we think this team could win the Super Bowl or could not. Like, this is a full fuck around episode.
Let's do it.
So we're going to have a little bit of fun, but let's start with the Dolphins. All right. Yeah. Like the Dolphins season was so up and down, and you really weren't present for all of it because of obviously, unfortunately, the injury, but Dolphins start 0-3. Then they win a game, but then they keep losing. Chris Greer gets fired. People say, is Mike McDaniel on the hot seat? He should be on the hot seat, whatever. Then they rattle off 5 wins. Okay, maybe he hasn't lost the locker room. They really like him. All this stuff happens, and then they finish the season 1-3, right? As someone that was inside the locker room, high level, where do you think the Dolphins go from here? Like, how would you recap this season and then moving forward for the Dolphins?
I mean, it was honestly... It was hard to watch. I feel like it's hard to be a part of a season that's frustrating like that, but it's also for me, like I've never been in a situation where like I wasn't
in it
playing.
Yeah.
So like from my perspective, like the feeling of OTAs, camp, like the team that we were going into the season just didn't show up earlier on, and then I think we all got to witness them show up.
Yeah, that 5-game win streak.
And that's who we were. We got back to who we were. But once you start the season like that, it's hard to come back from. So I think it's not as crazy as people might think it is. It's not like a time to rebuild.
Right.
It's not a time to kind of like reassess everything and like, oh, who do we need to get rid of? Who do we need to bring in? Not so much of that too much. Of course, every year there's going to be a little bit of that because things change. I'm a free agent at this. It's like one of those things. Guys' contracts expire. Guys get extensions. Guys trade. All the things that happen to try and make the best team that you can make. But what I see is a lot of potential going into next year with the guys from this locker room. I think it's gonna be one of those rude awakening, snap out of it. Look, we thought we were good.
Yeah.
We proved that we are good.
Yeah. Can be good also.
And we proved that we can be even better.
Yeah.
So I think it's just going to be going into the offseason with that mindset of like being the best version of ourselves day in and day out and making sure that when the lights come on, we stay that way.
Yeah, it's almost like a retooling in a way. I feel like when you see a team that you think has what it takes, right? Like you've seen it in OTAs. You're like, hey guys, we can actually do some real damage here. Yeah. And then it doesn't show up. You begin to look around like, what are the questions? Like, why the fuck isn't happening? Yeah. And then you finally see a little bit of that. But I feel like it's weird, specifically with the Dolphins, because Greer gets fired. And then it's like people are as if that was an actual... there's actually a connecting piece between a general manager and the players playing well. Like, I don't believe there was.
Yeah, no, that's hard. From like an insider perspective, just to give you a little insight, it's a lot. Sometimes these things are optics.
Yeah.
How do I say this without it sounding crazy? Sometimes someone needs to be fired.
Yeah.
Someone needs to be the fall guy.
Someone needs to see. Yeah.
And sometimes it's in order to save maybe
Face. Someone's job.
5 other people.
Yeah.
From getting fired.
100%.
So it's honestly, it's hard. It depends on like how long someone's been in a seat. Before, he's been there for such a long time. They have nothing but love and respect for him.
Yeah.
But something's not clicking and hasn't been clicking.
So something needs to change.
So we need to point the finger somewhere.
Yeah.
And if we don't feel like we need to fire a head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, if we don't need to fire all of them, then maybe we look somewhere else.
That makes sense.
And so I think that might have been what it was, because great GM.
Yeah.
He's been there for a long time. So it just comes down to sometimes you have to flip a coin.
Yeah.
It's either going to fire 5 people or you're going to fire 1.
Thinking about it, that's actually an interesting perspective. I've never thought of like the 5 versus 1, because to us fans, we always kind of just see like clean house and start over, which is kind of what's happening in the media right now from a conversational standpoint. It's like, what's going to be with McDaniel? Well, he came out yesterday. As of today, as of January 6th, McDaniel's still the head coach, but you have Schefter and Rappaport and all these other insiders that are like, I don't know, they don't fully know. So I just think it's a very interesting perspective.
Yeah.
I want your perspective on one other thing before we jump to free agency, which is the biggest thing I think that happened to the Dolphins this year is not really Greer being fired. It's moving off from Tua in a way. It's being able to say, Quinn Ewers, we're going to start you this week, and for the remainder of the season, you're the starting quarterback. So from the insider's perspective, from Alexander Mattison's perspective, as someone that was inside that locker room, what was the vibe like when Quinn Ewers did get to start and we did switch to Quinn Ewers rather than saying we're benching Tua? Like, what was that like?
So I'd say the good thing and bad thing about being injured is that like there's certain things that I don't have to be a part of and have to witness and have to feel. So I'm glad that I didn't necessarily get to feel what that shift must have been like. It's definitely kind of a weird situation when you look at the whole grand scheme of things, like your leader and all that. From my perspective, you sit your starter and your money man because it's all said and done.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know what the actual thought process was behind that.
Yeah.
I don't think that it got spun that way in the media either.
No.
It seemed a lot more harsh than what I felt like it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, you give your rookie a chance to come in and get some experience and maybe prove that they could be a better option going forward. That's totally. It's up for debate on whether the mindset was that or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, when your season is going to end at this time on this day, you got to make some decisions that are looking forward, looking forward towards the future. And you drafted Quinn. You drafted Quinn.
You got to see what you got
to see what he has, and you have to let him get some experience so that he can be better for you down the road. So, I think Tua's amazing, man. He's a great person, amazing person, an amazing leader, father, husband. Got nothing but respect and love for him.
Yeah.
So I just hope that that it wasn't necessarily what the media tried to portray it to be as.
Totally not.
But at the end of the day, he's a very talented quarterback, and regardless of what the situation is, he's going to bounce back next year better.
I agree. I've gotten in my Dolphins group chat. Everyone's been going fucking nuts, especially these last 2 months. But I feel like multiple things can coexist within each other. First being, Tua was playing worse than we had seen in the past, and that's okay, right? Like players, that just happens. On the other side of it, you could also make the argument that whether it be certain schematic things that weren't working, whether losing Tyreek was a massive issue, like there are so many things that can exist within that. But at the same time, you are the leader, you are the franchise, you're making all this money. Like you have to essentially be the both fall guy and reason for the success. It's a double-edged sword. And I think I said to you this off camera, like I think it's a lose-lose for Tua. It's kind of fucked up in my opinion. And people can think whatever they want about Tua. The media is obviously going to spin things and run with it. But Tua, the person and the football player, I think are a lot closer than what the media is making it. And like yesterday it came out that they asked him like, would you want to go elsewhere? And he was like, yeah, that would be dope. Like I would welcome it. Mm-hmm. When in actuality, what he's meaning is like, yeah, I've lost my job here, unfortunately. And if an opportunity presents itself, I'll take it because I'm going to be an adult and I'm going to like, but I think so many people are like, fuck him, get him off my team. And you know, that is obviously the role of the fan, but I think it's a lose-lose for Tua. It's a fucked up situation.
And I think he's just been put in that spotlight of, I don't know if I would say like a spotlight of doubt a little bit where people just doubt he is the player that
I don't know
he is. People doubt that I don't know what it is, but like when you're automatically in this position, and I think back to Kirk Cousins, when you're automatically put in this position in the limelight and the outsider's perspective, no matter what you say,
totally,
it's going to be like,
what did you mean by that?
Yeah.
It's going to be twisted.
And
100%.
You know, as him, he's like, you know, hey, God is good.
Yeah.
My family's healthy. I just finished up a football season in NFL. My 6-year-old self wouldn't believe I am here today.
I agree.
I am open to whatever the future holds for me. Like, I can tell, and I know that's his personality, that's his mindset.
Yeah.
Anyone else is going to spin that. Like, it took for Netflix casting Kirk Cousins for the quarterback series for people to be like, oh my gosh, I love Kirk.
Yeah.
But for years, I'm defending him against my own family and friends because like people are like, oh no, Kirk Cousins, this Kirk. I'm like, look, dude, just look at the stat sheets. He's improved every single year.
Yeah.
And plus, like he's the most amazing. Like I want to be the husband, father, leader, football player that he is, the businessman. Like I'm telling you. And he's the first person to reach out to me when I got drafted too. We were both pick 102, so like we had that in common. That he is. And people understand it now. Yeah. He's an amazing person and an amazing just man overall.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel the same way when we look at certain players like Tua, who's just a great dude. People love him, right? Like, there's just no reason to hate him.
Yeah.
But
we have to find a reason.
You have to find it. And if they casted him if he was on quarterback.
I was going to say.
I bet you there's a
switch.
180 switch in a lot of people's heads about him. But
I think Tua's going to go somewhere else and have a lot of success. And I've said that in my group chat, and my friends were saying, fuck no, like he's, shitting on it. Because again, there's a side to that where we take everything at face value.
Yeah.
And there's so much more underneath the onion once you peel it back. So yeah, I feel for Tua. But enough of Tua. I want to talk about you.
Yeah.
All right. You're a free agent now. You signed a 1-year deal with the Dolphins. What is Alexander Mattison looking for next? You're obviously trying to stay with the Dolphins? Are you trying to go elsewhere? And that's not necessarily being like, I want out or I want somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think, because the reason I'm asking you this is I feel like I'd be lying if I didn't have to think being away from football for a year changed your perspective on what you're probably looking for in your next contract. So what's next for Alexander Mattison?
Yeah, man, it did change a lot for me.
Yeah.
Man, I'm open to.
You're open to everything.
I'm gonna say this in the most politically correct way.
Let's go. We got it politically correct here.
All opportunities that are presented to me are welcome, and I would be blessed to have an opportunity, to have an offer. Because of everything that I've gone through.
For sure.
I know that it's not guaranteed. I know that the next snap is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
I love it here.
Yeah.
I love it here, and it'd be amazing to return. I feel like there's unfinished business for sure.
100%.
I love organization from top to bottom. The way that it's ran, the locker room, the coaching staff, the weather.
Too hot?
In the summer. And the humidity. I love the weather.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I love the weather, but the humidity. Just I'm a SoCal baby.
That is true.
I'm a dry heat guy.
That is true.
So it's a little frustrating, but other than that, I mean, like I love the weather.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's green. If you haven't visited come down.
Yeah, come to Miami. But come in the winter.
Come visit.
Spring, fall, fall's tough also because it's super humid. Just come in the winter.
Just take it.
You're running out of time.
Yeah, yeah. But I would love to return, man. But with that being said, I'm also just grateful for the opportunity to get back out on the gridiron. Like that's the goal for me. That's the plan. That's what I'm working towards. I'm taking it day by day. It's still a long healing journey.
Yeah.
That's gonna be down the road.
Yeah.
Especially once I have to go through the whole process of passing physical. I have to get my strength, get my range of motion, get back in football shape.
Yeah.
Like there's all these things that have to go into it before I can step back out there on the field. But
you want to be back.
That's what I want to do, and I'm
open to it.
I'm open to whatever opportunity presents itself. I'm just going to be extremely grateful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Before we jump into playoffs and fuck around, whether this gets deep or not, who the fuck knows? But being away from football for a year, like what did Alexander Mattison, the human, learn about himself? Like what are some of those lessons that I feel like being away from a game that you worked so hard to get to teach you about yourself?
I'm gonna say for one, it slowed me down. Slowed me down to realize what's really important. I got 3 mini-me's running around. That's what's important.
Right.
I luckily, and by the grace of God, had no residual.
It's huge.
Injury, and residuals from that injury.
Yeah.
That affected my nervous system. That affected my ability to walk. Anything like that. So I put that in perspective. Like I want to run around and play with my kids. I want to be able to take them to the park and have fun. And my son, if he decides he wants to race me one day, I want to make sure that I can toast him.
Yeah, you will. You're gonna kick his ass.
And yeah, exactly. He's gonna question the fact that I was a professional athlete. One day.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm gonna have to show him.
You have to show up.
And hopefully one day he beats me.
Yeah.
But rightfully so.
But right now, no. You
right
got
now,
time.
you can't do it.
Yeah.
And you probably won't be able to do it when you're 20.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
For me. But not hopefully for him. Hopefully for him, he smokes me when he's 12. And then we're looking at the next, superstar, right? But for me to be able to have that future, it made me realize that it's more important for me to focus on my wife, my kids, God, my future from a standpoint off the field. What does that look like?
Right.
So it allowed me to take a step back and realize, like, as much as I love this game, as much as the 6-year-old me was just yearning for this day to be an NFL player, I would be doing myself a disservice if I didn't focus in and make sure that I was being the best version of myself for my family and for the future of my family off the field. So I took some time to be able to realize that, everything is I think I always knew this. Everything's bigger than football.
For sure.
It always has been, always will be.
For sure.
And I think I put the right time and energy into that mindset.
Yeah.
So it wasn't too much of a switch
Yeah.
when this happened for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't too much of a switch because I already was operating the mindset it's bigger than me and always will be bigger than me. But it just made me slow down and realize that, like, man, this time is precious. I'm able to help my wife out more at home.
Yeah.
So, like, embracing that. It's a phase, but it's a phase I don't take lightly.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm going to get back to it.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be days where I'm gone.
Right.
There's going to be days where I'm tired and I come home and I'm tired from practice.
Yeah.
But right now, that's not my reality. So embrace it right now. Be here right now. And so I was just operating in a mindset of gratitude and being where my feet are.
Wow, that's huge. I think like it's to be grounded in the present moment. Something that we all, I feel like, struggle to do is big. It can be taken away very quickly. So I appreciate you sharing that. All right, let's fuck around. All right, playoff primer.
Oh yeah.
Before we fully dive into like predicting the playoffs and going through all the teams, you had an experience in 2019, your rookie year.
Yeah.
You were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You defeat the Saints in the Superdome, wild card round.
Crazy.
What's it like knowing you have to go into a stadium on the road in the wild card prepping that week and trying to get a win? Like, what is that whole experience, that whole week like?
I'll say this. I didn't know that playoff football is completely different. And Dalvin, Adam, all these guys used to tell me, like, it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's football.
Yeah, how the fuck is it different? Well, it's the same thing.
It's a different ball game.
What makes playoff football different than regular season football then?
That's the crazy part. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Excuse me.
You're good. I feel like
I honestly can't tell you what the biggest difference is, but just know that shit is harder.
Well, the stakes are higher.
The stakes are higher, but it's the same people.
Yeah.
And I played you.
I've already played you.
I played you. Why are you better?
Yeah.
That's like I couldn't wrap my mind around it. But playoff football is just different. It's just a different like beast that comes out. I think people get their second win.
Yeah.
All of that. But the preparation that's hard is the timing, because you've been through a 17-game season at this point.
Your body's exhausted.
You're tired mentally, physically.
Yeah.
You're just you got to accept you're not going to be 100%, but you have to be the best 80%.
Right.
Because on the other side of the ball, there might be someone that maybe maybe they were hurt for 8 weeks and now they're coming out of it. They're closer to 100.
Yeah.
But your best 80 has to be able to go against that.
Wow.
And your best 80 has to be better than that person's 80 because he just went through the same season you did. But the thing is, you're going to have a team full of 60s, 70s, 80s, right? And it's a big mix because everyone started at 100.
Right.
But now it's like, who can be the best 80? And I think that's where it's even harder, is because the fatigue, the speed of the game, everything is just like everything I got.
That's such an interesting perspective.
I'm giving you everything I got.
The best 80 wins.
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
That's what it feels like. And it's harder because if you've ever done a workout and you're like tired, and then you have to basically do that whole workout again, you're going to be like, oh my God. But put $1 million on the line, you're going to give it everything you got.
Yeah.
And it just makes it harder, but it doesn't mean that you can't do it.
Right.
It just means
you
that
can go
it's
deeper.
going to be a harder road.
You got more. You can, when you think you can't go deeper, you go deeper and you find more.
Exactly. And that's where all of these teams are going to be pulling from.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a dangerous game of who wants it more.
All right, well, let's find out who's going to want it more, because before we do our bracket, I have 2 games for us, all right?
Yeah.
So the first is, here's why each team can win the Super Bowl. I want you and I to go through each team and just give one sentence. Either you might have a sentence for this team, maybe you don't, and I have one, but you and I figuring out and giving a reason as to why each of the 14 teams in the playoffs can win the Super Bowl this year, all right?
Okay.
Let's start off. Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks. They have a dynamic offense.
Yeah.
And a home field advantage.
The home field advantage is a big one.
It is good.
I would say also the defense is just maybe the best defense in the NFL right now. Like, they're just playing so fucking well.
Yeah, they
and
are.
the defense travels, and they don't have to travel. So the fact that they're going to be at home is insane.
It's going to be, yeah.
Moving on. Patriots.
Ooh. I'm going to go with they have some elite coaching going on right now.
Fucking Vrabel.
And a very balanced team.
Yeah.
Hard-nosed defense and run game is going to be key.
They're like the most complimentary. In my opinion, when I look at it, they're the cleanest team.
There you go.
They're the cleanest team that can beat you.
What you would expect from a former Brady team.
Exactly. Carolina Panthers. I'll answer this one. You can't.
What you got? What'd you say?
I was going to say you can't. I was going to like switch the rules and just like, you can't win the Super Bowl this year.
They can't?
I can't. I don't think they can't. I literally don't think you could fucking win the Super Bowl.
I thought you said you can. And I was like, the motivation factor there, like, all you have to do is say you can. No, you can't. You're shutting the door on them.
Yeah, but okay. If I have to make a case for the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, what is it?
Holy shit, it's a lot harder than I thought.
Yeah, it is.
Bryce Young finds another level.
Okay.
And I don't know if you saw, but the shit that's going on right now, which is like J-Lo gets a divorce. There's a theory in the world that when 3 things happen, it's like J-Lo getting a divorce. I forgot what it is now, but essentially the Panthers go and make the Super Bowl. Last time was obviously 2015 or something. That's true. The prophecy is correct. That's the only way they win the Super Bowl.
So you're saying she got a divorce?
She has to get divorced, but I don't think she got divorced this year. So I don't fucking know. You can't win the Super Bowl.
All this happened at the same time in 2015.
In 2015, and then it was like and years ago. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
That's hilarious. So the only thing, what I'm gonna say, the one thing that I'm gonna say why they would have a chance, they have nothing to lose.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Which is probably the nicer way of what you're saying.
Well, but it's true. When you're playing with house money, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Moving on, Packers.
Packers,
No Micah, so tough.
yeah.
No Devontae White, so tough. I'll say this about the Packers. I think the Packers can win the Super Bowl because, again, you come down to a coach that knows what he's doing in Matt LaFleur, and you also have Jordan Love play really clean, efficient football, and you run the ball.
Yeah.
And in the playoffs, running and defense,
Yeah.
it's going to always travel. You can fall back on that, and they have something that they can fall back on.
Yeah. I'm going to agree with that because this is the one team that I don't know that I have anything else to say about. I think it comes down to an elite coach that knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And you have to have some really good quarterback play, and that run game has to be elite.
Totally. The Chicago Bears.
Some young playmakers.
Young playmakers.
I think they're dangerous because they're just some young ballers right now. It's what it feels like.
If it's what I feel, I'd also say I feel like the Chicago Bears can win the Super Bowl because you don't know which version of them they're going to get. You're going to get. Like, they're a really good run team. Defensively, one week they may be incredible, and another week they may be shit.
Yeah.
So if you get the Chicago Bears that
They're a wild card.
they're quite literally, even though they're a 2 seed, they're quite literally a wild card because if you get the right side up, they can go on a run, and it wouldn't shock me if they were in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
So I just think they can win the Super Bowl because they have so many wild card pieces, and if they all click at the same time, and Rome hasn't been there, then I think they can win.
Yeah, I agree.
The Jags, who might be the hottest team in the NFL right now.
What would help them win a Super Bowl is their confidence. They are confident right now. They've been building confidence. They played through that. They have a shot.
So they need to see one go through the hoop. You beat the Bills, that Jags team
That's
becomes
it.
scary.
Right there. You green light it a couple times, it's over.
The LA
Next thing
Rams.
you know, you have a 50-point game.
That's crazy. The LA Rams.
Rams. Sean McVay. Savvy.
Yeah.
High risk, high reward. I think they're dangerous because of that.
I think they're the best team regardless of their seeding. I think like the Rams win the Super Bowl because they're getting pieces back. They haven't had Devontae Adams. Stafford's playing like an MVP, and they get back to their ways of the offense that was unstoppable. Like they were an unstoppable offense in like week 11, and people are like, oh my God, the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl this year. And then Devontae gets hurt, and they lose an offensive tackle. Quentin Lake gets hurt, but they get in this position now where it's like they're the 5th seed, and people are like, I don't think they're as deadly. Now we're looking at the Seahawks. I think the Rams, they get back to their offensive ways, they win the Super Bowl. That's my thought.
I agree.
The Buffalo Bills. I mean, it's just Josh Allen, in my opinion. It's just Josh Allen being Josh Allen. Like, what the fuck else are you going to do?
Elite quarterback play, and they have to have James Cook get busy.
Yeah, they got to run the ball.
If they can do that, they have a shot.
The Houston Texans, another team I think is a sleeping fucking giant.
So the only thing that I see that they have going for them is the momentum that they've created for themselves. That's just like, you do the side eye like, hold on now, this is a team that, like you said, people slept on.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about like their defensive infrastructure and stuff like that to
I can tell
say
you.
much else, but I just know that they're rolling.
9-game win streak. The statistically best defense since 2009 in terms of yards allowed per game. So defensively, they're elite. 2 top 10 corners, Kamari Lassiter and Derek Stingley. You have 2 top 10 edge rushers. So what I'd say, here's why the Houston Texans can win the Super Bowl, is because defense does travel. And because they're going to have to go somewhere else. And they have complementary offensive pieces around C.J. Stroud. If C.J. Stroud returns to that rookie year form and Nico gets back to being that X that we know he can be.
Yeah. Did he get hurt?
He didn't get hurt. They just rested him.
Oh, okay.
The Texans win the Super Bowl because the defense is the defense and the offense gets to take that leap and capitalize. Yes.
If they capitalize on other defensive weaknesses,
yes,
they got a shot.
The Eagles.
They've been here before.
I was just about to say that. I was going to say battle tested.
Yeah.
You just know it's the fucking Philadelphia Eagles.
They pull on that wisdom from last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, previous years of going to the NFC Championship / Super Bowl, like just know the fact that they came off of last year.
Yeah.
They pull from that.
They'll be good.
Yeah.
The LA Chargers.
Is this the most like meh like storyline right here? Is this like how do you feel about them?
I mean, Justin Herbert's fucking Madison Beers, so that's pretty sick to start there. So that's a huge thing going for them. They could easily win the Super Bowl because they have a celebrity wag there. However, I would say that the Chargers are a team. Justin Herbert just needs to be Superman. Like, that's the only way they win the Super Bowl because their offensive line is decimated. Their defense is good, but the only way the Chargers win the Super Bowl is Justin Herbert goes full Superman mode, superstar. I'm one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like, put the team on my back, which he's done in the past. But that to me is quite literally the only way because they have a good defense too.
I was gonna say I just don't feel I don't like to doubt people, but I just feel like this is not their year.
I agree.
So
here's why you can't.
The pieces have, yeah. I'm you with the
With the
Panthers.
Panthers. The Steelers. I feel the same way. I'll be honest.
The veteran presence that they have on that team, there's a lot. Because
Thielen,
they
MVS,
spent
Rodgers.
a lot of money to get a lot of vets.
Yep.
And you almost thought they were wasting their time and money because the way that the season started to look. But hey, do it all. They're here, 10-win season, getting ready to have a run at it.
Yep.
I think those veterans, they have so many veterans that have played at a high level, that have gone deep in playoffs. Do you pull all that together with Mike? Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin?
Yeah.
He's done this,
He's been here before.
You feel me?
He's been here before.
I think they actually just have a genuine shot because the grit that they are going to have as a defense, as a team, and the veteran leadership.
The San Francisco 49ers. I think the Niners, I genuinely think the Niners can win the Super Bowl because Brock Purdy is playing at an elite level. He continues to play that. They rattle off a win or two. They get Fred Warner back, their defensive anchor, and he said he wants to target the divisional round. There's something scary about belief.
I think it's scary that he was literally like jogging and skipping.
Dude,
did you see that?
Yes.
He's coming back.
He's coming. If they win a
with
game,
vengeance.
if they win a game, if the Niners win a game, they are another team to me. If they can get out of this first round with the Eagles,
they get out the first round, it's dangerous.
The offense is just humming.
And I think the motivation to play at home, play a Super Bowl game at home,
Yep.
they're like foaming at the mouth.
Last but not least, the Denver Broncos.
You know what? I forgot about them.
Well, they're the 1 seed. So the Denver Broncos, in my opinion, can win the Super Bowl because A, they're the 1 seed, they have home field advantage, but they also have a defense that is probably, just like the Seahawks or the Texans, the best defense in the NFL, playing lights out.
Bo Nix is I think he has the potential to be a Super Bowl quarterback.
He very much does, and I think they win the Super Bowl. The Broncos win the Super Bowl because the defense is the defense. But again, it's very similar to like the Texans, where the offense can play and take a leap because they're going to have to go up against another team. So you see Bo Nix be the quarterback that we've seen flashes of, but he just makes a mistake. If Bo Nix can play clean football and hit those few shots, whether it be Cortland Sutton, Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, any of those guys, and the offense can complement the defense, the Broncos win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And they play at elevation.
Yes, that's true.
Maybe, the fatigue
Yes.
pulls them along. Their 80 is just a little better than the other 80.
Yes, that's true. Okay, now that we've done that, I think it's time to fill out our bracket.
All right.
I think so.
Let's do it.
All right, so I printed these out. We're going to now make a bracket. That's yours. And we are going to decide.
Oh, man.
It's tough.
It is
Here's
tough.
a pen.
I don't like brackets because you doubt yourself. You second guess.
You second guess everything because we just talked through it and we just tried to make a case for everyone. And now we're just going to have to kind of find our Super Bowl winner. So this is the 2025 NFL playoff bracket brought to you by Caps Off and Alexander Mattison. All right, we are going to pick a Super Bowl champion right now.
All right.
And figure it the fuck out. Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's start in the AFC. All right, we have the Steelers versus the Texans.
Sheesh.
We're going to do this. All right, so because it's me and you, we're gonna have to try and think, and we can argue and debate over who we think's gonna win. We'll yield where we think is necessary. I think it's the Texans. I think the Steelers got by the fucking grace of God, by Tyler Loop missing. If it's not for Chidobe Awuzie slipping, Calvin Austin doesn't score, and I just think the Texans defense is just too good.
See, where I struggle with is the Steelers defense is aggressive.
Wow, so you want to go Steelers?
Steelers defense is aggressive, and you have A-Rod on the other side who is battle tested.
Oh, fuck. And they're at home.
Where it's cold in Houston.
You feel confident in this one?
I think I want to go Steelers.
Okay. I can't argue. Steelers,
I think so.
The 4 seed, moving on. Steelers win. But we don't know for sure. We have to see the seeding, who they'll play. Depends on what happens in these next games. All right, moving on. Jags, Bills.
Jags.
This is the tough one we were just talking about.
Jags, Bills. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Josh, I'm all right.
It's so like gut check. Before I thought of anything, I was like, I think it's the Jags, just because I think they're playing so well.
I'm gonna go Jags.
I'm gonna go Jags too.
I just had a flashback of when they came down here and we whooped them. They come back down to Florida.
Oh, you're saying when the Dolphins kicked the fucking Bills' ass? Oh, so you think they just
can't the yard?
Done.
I think that's it.
Done. The 3C Jags. Moving on. All right.
This is an interesting picture already.
Patriots, Chargers.
Ooh. Are we just going with the highest seed
No,
here?
well, I liked the Texans here, but I think you made a compelling case. You went for veteran leadership. I think it's the Patriots here.
It's the Patriots.
I think it's the Patriots.
It's the Patriots.
So the Patriots move on to play the Jags. So Pats, Jags. Wow, what a matchup. And then the Broncos play the Steelers. All right, Broncos, Steelers. We'll stay in the AFC. I think it's the Broncos.
Yeah. This one I got it. I got to give it to the Broncos.
Yeah. I think they're just
Steelers, you had a good run.
If it was the Texans, I would say it was an interesting one, even though the Texans would have played the opposite side and play the Patriots, but I think it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
I do think that's a really interesting game. This is a fun game, Jags-Pats. So now we just talked about it. If the Jags can rack out one win against the Bills, does their confidence change? Now they're playing the Pats, who beat the Chargers.
And they don't care because we just knocked off the Bills and we just had an amazing season.
Playing with house money.
They're playing with house money. The Pats are low-key. The Patriots are kind of expected at this point to at least make it to the NFC Championship or AFC Championship.
Yes.
So, do they get a little
cute?
Do they? And do they think that they deserve it? And the Jags say no, you don't.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a 1-2 AFC Championship. That's not fun. I think I'm gonna go with the Jags. Yeah,
let's do it.
Let's fucking go Jags.
I think we go Jags.
Jags, Broncos, AFC Championship.
Wow.
Let's go to the NFC. Moving to the NFC, Seahawks have the bye. Panthers, Rams. I think it's the Rams. Fucking throttle cock them. They're just literally gonna fucking.
You guys had a good run.
10.5 point spread. They're gonna literally shit down their face. Eagles, Niners.
Oh my, that's a NFC Championship game in the first round
in Philly. My gut tells me it's Eagles.
My heart is telling me it's San Fran.
Really?
Because they have had a little bit of a struggle this year. Yeah. They've had to go through the trenches to get to where they are. They've had to fight and claw to get to where they are while losing many pieces. Wow. The Eagles, their run game.
But it's been getting going a little bit.
It's been getting going, but it wasn't cemented like it needed to be. Oh. So getting going versus the momentum that's been created through.
All right, fuck it. Let's go Niners.
Yeah.
San Francisco goes into Philly, takes out the Eagles. All hell breaks loose in Philadelphia because they lose in the first round. They just won the Super Bowl. There's been a lot of... Here's what I'd say about the Eagles. The Eagles can lose this game because there's just been so many cracks shown this whole year, and at some point, that dam's going to get busted wide open. That's my thought process. Like, at some point, there's too many cracks. It's going to fucking open.
Yeah.
Bears, Packers.
Let's go. Let's do this. Just first thought. 3, 2, 1.
Bears. Fuck. Fuck. All right, Bears move on and play.
Yeah, where are they going?
They play the Rams. Wow. And the Niners play the Seahawks. A rematch of what we just saw. I'm going to go on a hot take here.
What you got?
I think it's really hard to beat a team back to back. It's really hard to beat a team twice in the year, right? But the Seahawks just beat the Niners, and I think the Niners won earlier on in the season anyways. So now that it's basically best 2 out of 3, San Francisco has to go into Seattle. I think if you get Fred Warner back, do the Seahawks beat
If you
the Niners?
get Fred Warner back, it changes everything.
All right, let's hypothetically say just because we saw those videos of Fred Warner's back. Three, 2, 1, Niners.
Seahawks.
All right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. We put it up to God. 1. Oh, wait, hold on. I said 1, 2, 3. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Niners it is.
Niners moving on.
Which is...
I can't believe you just went scissors.
You know, I honestly didn't have time to process what just happened, actually. You saw I had a brain
I watched it 1, 2,
fart.
3. I had a brain fart. I was like 1, 2, 3. All right, Rams, Bears. I think this is the Rams. I just think the Rams are too, like, I think they are, like, people think just because they are the 5 seed.
Who's home?
The Bears.
Weather Warriors?
Yeah, but you're getting back a safety. You're getting back an offensive tackle. You have Devontae.
Yeah, you're right.
I just think they're the better team. The Bears, it was fun. It was a kid story.
I'm just like anti-Californians.
Because
I don't know what it is. Like 2 California teams
I think we maybe
to win it, to go. I don't know.
That's just called jealousy.
Maybe.
Are you just like subconsciously jealous?
I don't know. I tell you what. You know what? I'm not going to say that out loud because let's go Rams.
Let's go Rams. Rams move on. Wow, what a matchup. Rams, Niners, Sean McVay versus Kyle Shanahan in the NFC Conference Championship weekend. We have Broncos, Jags, Niners, Rams. The parody of the year right here in Broncos, Jags. Let's start in the AFC.
You know what's crazy is like this just doesn't look right.
It doesn't look right at all.
But at the end of the day, that's playoff football.
Dude, what the fuck?
It doesn't matter who you thought was going to win it. The underdog can come through or the top dog can sell the ship. I think I'm going to go with...
I'll let you make your case. I think for me, I just see it as a gut check.
I don't want this to be... this is going to be an ugly Super Bowl if I go.
It's going to be so disgusting.
If I go with what I feel.
Well, let me remind you of something. The Jags already beat the Broncos in Mile High. So do they do it again?
Do you remember the
14-point game?
When was this?
2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. This isn't long enough ago. This isn't long enough ago. These guys.
Are you about to put the Jags on the fucking Super Bowl?
I think I'm going to put the Jags.
You're going to put the fucking Jags on the Super Bowl?
What are you feeling?
My gut says Broncos because it's hard to beat a team twice.
True.
And so now that they have to go right back and do the same thing, the Broncos are coming with vengeance. But then again, the Jags, you can't. But
okay, here's
they're
my case.
They're one of the hottest teams in football right now.
Here's my case. The Patriots aren't going to beat the Jags up enough. The Broncos are going to get everything the Steelers got. And they are going to have some battle scars coming out of that game.
Wow.
Their 80% is now 72.
Oh, you just made such a fair, compelling case.
And Jags are probably sitting at 78 just because of the wear and tear.
It's just who's the closest to 80%.
And I think the Jags.
Holy shit. We're putting the fucking Jags in the Super Bowl. The Jacksonville Jaguars. They win the AFC.
For the first time ever, probably. I don't
Holy
know. I don't
shit.
know the history there, but
years ago, when it was also Minnesota was in it, and it was Case Keenum, they made the AFC Championship. They didn't win, but Brady did. But wow, holy shit, the Jags just made the Super Bowl. Okay, Niners, Rams.
Now this one's hard.
This one's hard
because Fred Warner's back, right?
Fred Warner's back.
He just brought them to the NFC Championship because he just went crazy against the Seahawks and shut down Sam Darnold and led that defense to an amazing game. But he's been out of it for a little bit.
He's been out of it. He had all the same fire. Rhythm. Yeah, not in the same rhythm. He had the fire. The fuel was there. The adrenaline was there, but now it's wearing off a little bit.
Now, are you gonna be able to lead them the same way?
Keep in mind, Kyle Shanahan does own Sean McVay. I think like he is someone that constantly does beat I'm going to go with the Rams.
Honestly,
I think
my gut is telling me Rams as well.
Go with the gut. Rams, Jags in the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl no one sees coming. Rams, Jags. I think we just rip it on 3. Gather your thoughts.
I need a little bit.
Gather your thoughts.
I need a little bit of time to look at this.
Gather your thoughts. This is crazy. Just looking at this is the most disgusting fucking thing I've ever seen.
It's a weird Super Bowl.
Disgusting.
So, do you think that people want to see this?
I think people would be interested in this. I think people don't love the Jags, but I think the Jags, if you actually sit down and watch a full game of Jacksonville Jaguars football, I think you'd be entertained.
Good football.
Yeah, I think you'd be entertained. I think
I'm gonna.
Don't say it out loud. Tell me when you're ready.
I think I got what I'm gonna do here. Give me 4 more seconds.
4, 3, 2, 1. Rams. Wow! Damn. The LA Rams win the Super Bowl.
The Rams do it.
And they do. I just think the Rams are the best team in the NFL right now. And I think just because they're seeding, we're forgetting who they are. You get Devontae Williams. You get Devontae Adams back. You get Quentin Lake back. I think there's an offensive tackle who's coming back as well. They have the coaching. They have the defense. They have the offensive line. Stafford's playing like an MVP. I just think this is the Rams' year to lose. This is the year. This is the year where it's like, no Mahomes, no Lamar, Josh Allen, whatever. But like, this is the year. This is the year Stafford is like, you know what? I am cementing myself as the top 5 quarterback.
They have a long road ahead of them, but
long road. I like it.
Who's to say they can't do it?
I like it.
Wow.
I think we kind of snapped.
I think so.
I think we kind of snapped.
Watch all of our picks just get eliminated first.
Yeah, that's gonna work out well. I'm gonna rip this super quickly, and I just want your thoughts. Agree or disagree, because we're coming up on time. Which is, I ranked the 14 teams in the playoffs right now. Okay, so 1 through 14, I went through, and you have all the power in the world to shit on them. Okay, on this. This is just my take. This is who I think are the best teams in the NFL right now in the playoffs. You want 1 through 14? Let's go 1 through 14.
Yeah, let's do it.
Number 1, I put the LA Rams.
Devontae Adams.
I put the Devontae Adams, the fighting Devontae Adams. I put the LA Rams. I think just Devontae, Quentin Lake returning. I think they're still the best. I literally think they're the best team in the playoffs right now. Their seeding doesn't matter.
I can't disagree.
Okay. 2, I put the Seahawks. 7-game win streak, elite defense, Clint Kubiak, elite.
Yeah, I agree.
3, which kind of adds up to what we just did, I put the Jags. 8-game win streak. They had a 29-point win against the Chargers, a 14-point win against the Broncos. Their defense is playing out of their mind. Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his mind. They have a run game, and defense and run game can travel. I think the Jags are like a super slept-on team. Right now. 13 wins.
I believe that. But I probably would have them a little bit lower.
Okay.
Like 5.
That's fair.
Maybe this underdog mentality in me or something.
Number 4, put the Patriots. Drake May, elite coaching, efficiency all around.
Just a clean season.
Number 5, I put the Broncos.
Respectfully.
Elite defense. So I could understand.
I probably would have switched
That's fair.
Just move the Jags down with 5.
That's fair. 6, I put the Eagles. Fewest points allowed since week 9. They're not like they're not like last year's team, but they're close. Pretty,
yeah. But it's getting the job done.
They're close.
You got San Fran next?
7, I have the Texans. And I have the Texans there because 9-game win streak, 2 top 10 corners in Kamari Lassiter and Derek Stingley, 2 top 10 edge rushers in Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson.
There's some good football teams.
Some good fucking football teams.
Yeah, respect. I got it.
8, I put the Bears. Elite running team. I don't know what I'm going to get with them, but I think Caleb's actually playing pretty good football. I think I can't.
So what makes okay?
And then 9, I put the Niners. And I said I'd put them higher if Fred Warner I knew was healthy. And I think they've played really, really well.
Yeah.
Their schedule has been very, very favorable to them. Brock Purdy's playing incredibly. Christian McCaffrey's playing elite.
Respect.
But 1 through 9 is tough.
I give it to you. I give it to you. If Fred Warner was healthy, they would be up 2 spots.
For sure. 10, I put the Bills. It's just Josh Allen. But I don't know what else. I don't think they're that good of a team personally. I just think they have.
I can see why. Yeah. I can see why. Especially the teams that we already have up there and the reasons. I give it to it. 11,
I put the Chargers.
Who's below them?
12, the Packers. 13, the Steelers. And 14, the Panthers. And I wrote literally for the Panthers, they're just having fun. It's a fun story. That's just
They're just having fun.
I mean, like you have a losing record and you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, you have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
I agree. I think I may have. I don't know if I'm a Charger hater. I'm not, but I probably would switch the Chargers and the Steelers just because.
That's fair.
I think I got a lot of.
You like the
respect.
Steelers?
I don't know. I feel it.
Are you gonna go to the Steelers?
Well, see, I was there for that. I was there for that game, and I watched what happened. We were good.
Yeah.
We should have went in there and
Yeah.
done some great stuff. They just have a little bit of something going for them.
Yeah.
It's just like they got a little something to them.
They got a little something. They got a little.
So
grit.
that's why I think, because I've been a part of teams that got a little something to them before, it's like we can come in here and we can beat you.
It's the intangibles.
Yeah, it's those.
It's literally intangibles. All right, well, that's my list.
That's not a bad list. That's a good list, actually.
All right, Alex, that's all the time we got, man. That's all the fucking time we got. We gotta.
Appreciate you.
We might have to recap in the offseason after you get better, but this is. Any last parting words? I appreciate you coming on, doing a little playoff
man,
primer.
I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, man.
It's always a great time. I really appreciate it.
Good man.
To everyone out there, man, just put God first in your life. Remember that you were born with a gift. Everyone has a gift. You just need to find it, embrace it, and use it to shed light in the world. That's what I hope to keep doing with my platform, and you're doing an amazing job doing that with your gift, with your platform, and I appreciate you allowing me to come here and just shoot the shit a little bit.
You're a fucking man. I love you. This is great.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next week. Love you.